Hi, and welcome back again. Up to this point, we've been discussing about many things, such as variables, constants, and other things, obviously. But so far, the information is statically typed, meaning whatever we assign to the variables is really statically typed and cannot be changed actually during the runtime process because obviously we are assigning those values actually in code. Modern applications actually they take information from the user. That information could be characters, strings, sentences, numbers, and other things, obviously, whatever the application does, right? So at this point, we'll be discussing about input operations and how to assign a value by typing in information from the user side. So how that's done? Let's say we have a name variable of a type string, okay? And then let's say that we need to enter that information, enter name information, or enter your name, for example. But at a runtime, okay? How do we do this? Well, there is a command which is called syn. And now keep that in mind what I'm doing. The sign is going to be reversed from count. So right here we have less and less. Right here we have two biggers, right? Bigger and bigger. And then name, okay? So basically it would mean console input, cin, console input, the value and assign it to the variable name, okay? And then once you assign it, please just print it out, okay? The name or your name is name and top. There we go, just like that, okay? Okay, so let's see how that looks like. All right, perfect. So what is, enter your name, John Doe, enter. All right, for some reason, second, John. All right, that's it will work only with one name. All right, so your name is John. The reason because it didn't work out is because it's listening to this key right here. All right, so you have to put three of them in order to say John Doe, which means one click John Doe and one space in order to keep the console. So, okay, so John Doe. I hope you get the point. Oops, it didn't work out. All right, so there is another way actually to do this, and actually to get name as a function. All right, and what I'm going to do right here is the following. I will cut this code and paste it right here. Okay, say syn get obviously. Okay, and then delete this one up to right here. But there is a workflow in a C# programming language. That function must be on above the main and just call the function. Now, this is something that I've not introduced yet, but this is just to show you how to overcome the issue that pretty much we had. Some of you are probably familiar with functions called methods under C# and other programming languages, but here we call them functions, which is pretty much the same thing. Okay, John Doe. There we go. He didn't do it again. That's strange. All right. Let's try again. Okay, it appears that it gets it out somehow. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, but you do get my point, basically, and we ran it the very first time. Okay, so John. There we go. So your name is John, actually. Okay, So keep that in mind. All right, so I'm just going to delete this function right here. Oops, no. It's complaining because it doesn't recognize our command and it tells us, okay, something's happening. John, there we go. So it was, we must skipped. John, there we go. So that's the problem, yeah. Okay. Let's try some other samples as well. At the same time, we can do it, obviously we can do it with integer types my age, for example, right? And then we can say cut, right? What is, how old are you, right? How old are you? Obviously, that's the common question. And then we would say sin, and then we would say my age, okay? And then let's just, there we go. Let's just print this one right here, okay? Count. You are my age old, okay? Right? So, all right, so how old are you? 30. You are 30 years old person. There we go. That's it. Okay, so we can also do obviously double. What if we do this one double and then this one is going to be salary? And for example, what is your salary per year? Then salary obviously, okay. And then you earn, oh, is this salary? Okay. You earn 50K per year, okay? Just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's suppose that I make 100,000, which is well, which I don't, obviously. But what is your salary per year? 100. So you earn 100,000 per year, okay? Then obviously we can what we can do is we can enter true, false. Are you still active? For example, member all is active. For example, are you still member? Are you still a member of the engineering council? For example, are you still is active? Okay. And now, for example, true or false is active. Now, keep in mind, active. All right, true or false. Now, I'm going to delete this one. All right. So, for example, if it's true, okay, watch this. True, what's going to happen? Yeah, there is a problem. But if I enter, it's expecting actually for true 1 and for false to be 0. Okay, so if I enter 1, then that means that yes, active true. That means true. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If I enter 0, that means it's false. Okay. All right, there we go. So that's the way it works. Okay.